Hello, good morning. Good morning. If you like, you can come forward a little bit so I can see your face closely. Okay, my name is Alvin Wong. I'm the co-founder of Urban Sketcher Hong Kong, and I'm also the membership coordinator of the Urban Sketchers. So I work along with Mark, Wilfred, and Peggy Wong from Malaysia. So we take care of all the regional chapters when they want to apply for the official Urban Sketchers. They will go through our little team of 4. And we are recruiting, so we need more help to reach out to different parts of the world. There are a lot of different small group, big group, are not registered with Urban Sketchers. So we like them to talk to us and register with us. So it's an interesting topic. I hope you find it okay and not falling asleep. And what it is I'm proud to say I'm the founder of Urban Sketcher Hong Kong, and I built a group. But I didn't really push it really hard, but I did it just, I put some ingredient and it evolved. And I would like to share that experience with you. And so today, after the lecture, I hope you can take home with my experience and to build your own group, okay? So I'm going to talk about my thing for about 40 minutes, and then we can have a little bit chit-chat, and you may ask me about the problem or the question about your group, so maybe we can find a way to resolve that and to improve that. Okay, before I really start into the thing, this is what my experience and our experience. This is how we running it, and we continue to find ways to improve it, because there's no formula. In the whole world, all the urban sketchers are developing by themselves with no help, I would say. But this is how we did it. And if you are an administrator of your group, I hope it is helpful. Everyone administrator of your group? Anyone? Oh, okay, good. Okay, I hope you find it useful. Okay, before I'm an urban sketcher, who am I? I'm an architect. I travel a lot. So, architects sketch, right? And I always have a sketchbook with me. But, architects sketches, very rigid, line by line. So I kind of, sick of it. And I look onto the internet, I found a lot of crazy sketches. And some names keep popping out, like Gabby, like Tia, like, a lot of, familiar names keep popping out. Who are these people? Okay, then the word sketch crawl, urban sketcher come out. So I explore a little bit more. And I try to find something similar within Hong Kong. But there were none. But I found there's a little group hosted by a friend, Gary. There were about 20 people. So I messaged him. I said, hey, can I join your sketch event? He said, yeah, come. And then we went to a temple, a big temple called Wong. It's a very big temple in Hong Kong. So, I was excited. It was 3 weeks away. So I bought all the gears, sketchbook, everything. So I was so excited, like a kid, waiting for summer holiday to happen. So then I attended waiting for them, and then at the door of the temple. And then Gary said, okay, now everyone here, let's spread out. Come back in 2 hours. I said, what? I wait for 3 weeks and then you ask me to spread out? I thought I might be sitting next to a sketcher so I can peek, I can learn something from the sketcher. But, he asked us to spread out. I said, okay. I was standing at the door and then leaning on the column and start sketching. And then after 2 hours, we could come back. And I was so surprised. My sketch was the biggest sketch in the group. I had just about this size. Everyone was using an A6 open format. And I said, wow, okay. Come on, why you are doing that? And so there was another sketches from Spanish. He's a Spanish guy. And I said, why so small? He said, so you can finish it faster. So you can have it several sketches in one event. I said, oh, okay, that makes sense. And that evening, this is the sketch I made that day. That 2 hour, I made this sketch. And it was a A5 double. We done it on, I done it in 2013, April 13. And this is the gateway of the Wong scene. And that evening, I found, okay, come on, we have to have a urban sketcher Hong Kong established. We cannot run it like what my friend Gary done in a small group with no, whether we are following the manifesto or not, we are not following that. So I hope, we can, I feel like I found God, I have to spread it out. I have to spread my word. Hello. And so that day, I called Gary at the evening. I said, let's do it. Turn on your Facebook account and have the Urban Sketcher Hong Kong. So I know Gary on the first day. I pushed him to establish Urban Sketcher Hong Kong on the same day. So this is what our story is. Okay. Everyone has a note, right? So I just have it in a point form, and I'm not totally following the step by step, but I will cut into things. But if you are an administrator or you're going to establish a group, I really hope you can understand this first. First, I think everyone has to understand what is urban sketcher and urban sketching of urban sketcher. This is very, very important. Second, identify yourself. Who are you? Who are your group? What type of people in your group? This is very important because some groups are like university students. They have their own urban sketcher within a university. So they're purely students, right? But some are retirees, some are youngsters, some are mixed. Okay, then we have to have a reason. We have a mission. What are we trying to do? We are not doing something like, okay, let's have a gathering, let's have a tea. You got to do it with a reason. You have to have a more meaningful mission to run it if you want to have it more successfully. At the end, it's the development. You have to understand all the top 3 points first, then you know how to develop it because that's your ingredient. Okay, let's go understanding urban sketcher. What is urban sketching? What is urban sketcher? Anyone? Anyone?
You are sketching the location and see all around what's going on.
Okay, okay. 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 My translation of urban sketching, urban sketching, let's put it this way. It's about sharing. It's about sharing. It's about linking the world with our drawings. Okay? And using the platform we have a lot of different platforms now. So if we are trying to do it 10 years ago, we can have this. We are not sitting here. If our internet platform is not like now, we are not sitting here, I'm sure. And also, urban sketching is not a competition. It's for ourselves. It's a breakthrough. If you are an administrator, sometimes you want to post something, but oh, God, I'm a leader. If my sketch sucks, I'm not daring to post. But I broke through that. My sketch is okay, right? So, but sometimes I screw up some sketches. So should I still post it? But I post everything. Because it's just a sketch of myself. That's me, and I treat my sketch like a record instead of really an art piece. So it's different approach. Okay, and then we have a manifesto, right? Urban Sketcher Manifesto is the Bible of urban sketchers, how we succeed. This is actually like a backbone of what our value is. And without this, I don't think the group will grow like this. Because otherwise, our group is like a watercolor group or some social group, or some kind of group, you can post any kind of animations, right? So we are defined, like what you just mentioned. Our sketch has to be on location. We are very truthful to what we see. We cherish on every individual styles. This is our manifestos. So I believe everyone has that knowledge, and if not, you can go up to our blog, and there were a lot of information about that. A lot of sketches are artists. We tend to do it by ourselves, quietly, but I'm successful to pull out a lot of artists from the studio onto the street because we are fun. We are doing things, together, and we have very similar thoughts. And suddenly those people will from, okay, I found a bunch of people as crazy as myself. So we can, sit on the street. We can, even use our tea as a, cleaning our water brush, and you find people similar as you. So this is some sharing between artists and among every individual artist. And to me, this is very important. I think Urban Sketcher created an online family, isn't it? Suddenly, we know each other, and like yesterday and this morning, we run into people. We know each other for months, for years, and then finally we see each other and we can have a physical hug. This is really, really, amazing, and this community is amazing. And also in Hong Kong, I have a group. Very strong group, and people start calling me Papa. At my age, I said, don't call me Papa, call me brother. So they call me Papa Bro. Because a lot of ladies in our group, their parents are not with them. So I act as a leader of the group. They treat me as a big brother. So I suddenly have a big family beside my own. Okay. Identify yourself. Who are you? Who are you? This is a question you have to ask yourself over and over again. Understand your city and understand your people. Is your city in a countryside? Is it in a highly developed city? Like myself, Hong Kong is a highly developed city. So we have everything. Mostly we have high rises. And our peoples, I would say they are boring. Hong Kong people are so busy day and night. So if we have a function, an event, and we post on our Facebook, and you tell them it's free, they will come. Because they just want to enjoy and kill time and really have something bring back afterwards. And this is my understanding of my Hong Kong people, and this is you have to understand that. And for your own country or your own city, maybe you have to understand how people commute. Is it far away to have an event, or maybe you have to plan ahead? For example, like some city in the Midwest, in the States, they have to plan a month ahead because people have to have their own schedule because they have to drive hour back and forth, and you have to plan their lunch, you have to plan their tea time, you have to plan their toilets, all the events you have to plan ahead. So you have to understand that. And also, Hong Kong is a highly fast country. I mean, the city. Things keep, demolishing. People just the government keep knock down buildings. So we found we have a mission to preserve what we have. So we use our sketches to write it down. So we understand that. Okay. After you understand that, you have to understand knowing your advantage and disadvantage. What do you have and what you don't have within your city? Is it highly mobilized? In Hong Kong, even from the tip of Hong Kong to the center of Hong Kong, it only takes you 1 hour. So we are highly mobilized. Well, sometimes we even call an event just 2 days ago or a night ago before, and then people still come out to participate. So this is our advantage. But The disadvantage is we don't have enough greenery. So we don't have a lot of parks, a lot of, countryside. So, this is a downside. So sometimes we go to overseas, like here. We go together to Taiwan or someplace close by, so to draw something different. And also, recently, I don't know whether you found it interesting, a lot of people start doing fountain pen calligraphy. Is it applying to your country? In Hong Kong, the fountain pen, I talked to some shopkeepers, they said their fountain pen sales is sky high now. Everyone buying crazy, expensive fountain pen to do calligraphy. So people are desperate, trying to use their raw technique, bring back the skill by their hand, making things by their hand, drawing things. So urban sketching is perfect. You use your fountain pen, use your hand to create something, and it's memorable. And also, we appreciate to slow down, because Hong Kong is very fast, so we try to slow down ourselves. So, are you going to sit by the sidewalk for 2 hours for something? It's impossible in Hong Kong if you are just standing there to look. Even if you want to play Pokemon, you got to run around, right? So in Hong Kong, it's impossible to really sit down for 2 hours for your quiet time. So, but people appreciate that. So we created an opportunity for them. So this is something interesting for them. And also, Hong Kong is located in the middle of Asia. So a lot of sketchers from all over the world, they take Hong Kong as a transit spot. So we make use of that opportunity. So maybe in your city is in the middle of Europe or England, people come. So we always invite them. We always have a lot of visiting sketchers. Even if they always approach me first or approach our team, and they say, "Oh, who is coming? Oh, Madam Tia is coming. James Richard is coming." Even we don't have an event, we create something. We go eat together. We go drink together. We do something. So then our sketchers, our member will appreciate that, because we are not only a local group. As I mentioned before, urban sketching is an international thing. This is what it is about. If overseas sketcher, when you go to anywhere in the world, you will look for, okay, is there any urban sketcher group locally? Then you basically just contact anyone in the group, or usually the leader of the group is better. And then they will create something. They will tell you where to shop, where to drink, where to live. And you should trust him, because we are in the same family. It's more trustworthy instead of someone you're trying to what a couch what do they call like an Airbnb. You don't know that owner, but you approach them. You let them have the key so they can open your door at night. But urban sketcher, we know each other, so you don't want to fool around that credibility. Okay. Set a mission. What is the mission? To promote urban sketching, of course. Like I said, it's a raw Hong Kong. The hand thing. You use your hand to promote, to create something, to share our works. But in the official urban sketchers mission, this is what we wrote on the blog. Our mission is to raise the artistic, storytelling, educational value of on-location drawing, promoting its practice and connecting people around the world who draw on location where they live and travel. Boom. I was so surprised because I just found out about a week ago. I've been doing it for so long, and then I'm trying to type about mission. Is the urban sketcher has a mission itself? Then I search. It is, and it's so aligned with what I have been doing. So I'm a good boy. so memorize it, and because what we are doing is basically just as simple as this. So find your own mission. Maybe you are, want to do a little bit more, but in Hong Kong, I have a little hidden agenda. Besides this, I have a little hidden agenda. I want to promote my own city and with our drawings, with our members' drawing, so the overseas traveler, sketcher to come to Hong Kong. So it will help our economy, it will help to promote our city. So this is a hidden agenda. And also, some people will joke about our group because we are so good to bring a lot of young single girls into the group. So it said, okay, they are safe, try to find them some matching partners, and also we are so good because some sketchers actually told me they have been doing a lot of studio painting, studio sketching, and they never sketch with people. And once they participated in our event with, whoa, suddenly 30 people sitting by you doing the same thing, they were so touched. And just like myself, my first sketching with Gary in that Wong temple, that was so memorable. That afterward lemon tea I had with the group is the most tasteful lemon tea because suddenly people will share what they are using to sketch. This is some topic I never talked to my wife. I found a very good pencil only for $10, Hong Kong, which is one pound. Okay, it's very good, but why won't be interested? But that group of people, oh, really? Where did you get it? Good deal, blah, blah, blah. Have to tell me, Suddenly you found some, crazy people like yourself. So this is something fun. At the end, I spread it like a gospel. I'm a Christian, and I have my religions, and I found it's very similar. I found urban sketching because it's so good. People just sharing what we are doing here now, and you just keep talking to people, bringing people, and then come along. This is something we really like to do along, and also at the end it have to be fun. At the end we have to be fun. Okay, I'm running a bit slow. We have 4,500 people at the moment on Facebook. And every time when we have a boom, it's between exhibitions. So exhibition is very important. So development. Okay, we have to have 3 person in the group to start a group, official group. And very important to build a team first instead of really going through with different things, development or different sidetrack things. So you have to build a team first. Find your partners. Okay. We begin with only 2 person, me and Gary, and then we found, oh, okay, everything is me and Gary is no good. So this is our team. We have about only 5, and this is what we just had it's an exhibition recently. We have different type of people in the group. We have 5 now. I'm an architect. Gary is a teacher. Ben is a structural engineer. Vanessa is an architect. And Rob Sketcherman, Rob Sketcherman, the guy who uses iPad, is an artist, illustrator. So we have people, diversify people. So don't find another Alvin Wong, another Alvin, same exactly like yourself into the team. Try to find someone different. If just like myself as an architect, don't get another architect like to only do design. If you only have one job left in your office, who is going to get a new job? So you got to find a business partner to build your company. So another thing is why we add people into the administration group. It's very important. Don't overcloud your administrators. The group should be solid, efficient. So some group I saw among other regions, they have 8, they have 10, they have 15 administrators within the group. And people talk, and people will compete. So in Hong Kong, even I'm kind of like a leader, people call me Papa Bro, right? I never tell people I'm the leader. People tell me I'm the leader. I always share and discuss every single issue with my administrator, that 5 people. We discuss, we decide together. So I never, step in the front and said, okay, you do this, you do that. I don't do that. And I rather let people tell me what I should do, because you got to be fair to other administrators, and those administrators will help you in return. Okay, and being an administrator is not only like, okay, let's go, let's sketch, and I take care of the eating, drinking, I buy water. You are not only doing that. It's a commitment. It's a commitment to your group, your people, to Urban Sketcher, and to your society. It's not something it's not a one shot. It's not a one-time thing. You got to be prepared. If you are not ready, or if you have something come up in your life and take up your time a lot from Urban Sketcher, you find someone to substitute yourself for the group. You don't keep doing it and let it evolve. It won't grow without a little push by the administrator. So, beside building your group, you got to build yourself as well. What I mean building yourself is not just arranging events. You have to build yourself with relationship with the local government, local private entity. You have to build your credibility, because like myself, I'm sitting in some boards of government arts foundations and some planning departments. Why? Why I doing that? I'm not enjoying it. It takes up a lot of my time. But I have those relationships with this private entity and government. I can get their space easily. What if Hong Kong hosts another symposium? Sounds good, right? Maybe in the future. I will need a lot of sponsors, right? So you can't do it like, okay, I want to do it next year, but you don't have the groundwork layout. How are you going to do the work? So you have to build yourself. So every administrator, if you have that ability or you have that social status to reach out with different branches of government bureau, do it. It's very, very important. And also, administrators should have a good mentality. You have to be cheerful. A lot of artists don't talk, but they are the leader of the group. And it's very hateful sometimes, I think. As a beginner, when you go to an event, you expect someone to tell you, oh, okay, welcome, sit by me if you don't know how to start a sketch. People expect you do that. You don't go there and who's the leader, someone has to take the lead of every event. Because, people look up to you. They treat you as a teacher, they treat you as a mentor if they are a beginner. So you have to have that kind of a mentality to take the role. And very, very important, as an administrator with the group or with the other administrator or members, no money or interest conflict with them. Zero. You only give, you don't take anything. You don't make a cut on anything. This is how we build it, and this is how we make it so successful, because people just come to take the fun. They are not giving any money to us. In the past, almost 3.5 years now, and for the first 2 years, I'm so proud to say we have zero income, but all the administrators pull out from their own pocket to buy a lot of souvenirs like this. All these, all the printing, all this. Sometimes we buy lunch and then we just contribute, because we know some day in the future we will have some kind of income from something. And because for the past 3 years, I might spend maybe 2,000 US for the whole thing. It's worth it, right? It's a very good deal. So much fun. Okay, and also the linkage of Urban Sketcher main group as an administrator is a very important role, because the sketcher, the simple sketcher, they just come to sketch. They don't expect to, oh, I have to know Gabby, I have to know, Elizabeth Alley, they have to know Simone to be an urban sketcher. They just want to come to sketch. But urban sketcher is a whole world thing, right? You have to try, relay the information or relay the events, such as the symposium informations or some workshop available online to the local members. So you take that role. And also Urban Sketcher, if you are an administrator, or if you are a registered regional chapter administrator, you are on the list of that Google Gmail list. So you will get different information from the board. So you translate those information to your members. So that's very important. And also, try to spread your duties with other administrators. For example, like myself, I do all the external thing. But the internal thing, for example, like educational, I will talk about it later. And also the internal, like some special event like this sketch swap. Have you heard about it? Sketch swap. I will talk about it later. And those are fun, but you cannot have the time to deal with it. So you assign some members to help you. So you just do the front row. You just do the front, you start the row, kick off the thing with them. So this is something we have to do. And do you know what I mean? Crackpots. Funny name, right? If you go to a dictionary, the crackpot means crazy people. And I call my core group people crazy people. We have a social group on phone, WhatsApp, the crackpots. And what is the crackpot? It's an inner group of core members constantly communicating instantly. And we only share joy away from our daily job. Instant response. This is my crackpot. This is my team. Beside that 5 administrators I have a team of about 30 people within the WhatsApp group. Some are lawyers, some are different occupations, and we just share our fun. Sometimes, hey, have you eaten? And perhaps because we have this crackpot, this is how we succeed. Without this supporting group, you can. But perhaps your own location only have maybe 15 people or not many people willing to be more proactive. You can have a smaller group, but you need people beside administrator to help and to know what is going on. Because when there's an event come by, new members are not in the crackpot. They need some guidance from the crackpots. So this is my 2 cents to you. Yes?
How do you communicate? Twitter or?
We use a WhatsApp. It's another, like Twitter's, but Twitter is one direction, so it's a response thing. You can use Messenger, Facebook Messenger. We use both. Basically WhatsApp, because this is what the most common thing we have in Hong Kong. Okay. After we know all the things I mentioned in the past 30 minutes, development time, how we build it, rebrand it. This is our logo in Hong Kong. Create a logo first. If you don't have a logo, in Urban Sketcher, we have a guideline. You have to follow to create your own logo. look for it and create something. This because we have it in like three and a half years ago. At that time, we didn't have really a guideline at that time. So we created this. We adapted the original logo and with our name and in Chinese. And that line is actually it's the Lion Rock. It's the most famous mountain in Hong Kong. Everybody know it. But if you check internet on Hong Kong skyline, it's not like this. It's all the buildings and Hong Kong Bank, China Bank, blah blah blah. But the real Hong Kong people know this. It's a translation of a spirit. Because in the 50s, a lot of refugees come from China to Hong Kong, and a lot of refugees live around this Lion Rock. And among these refugees, there's Li Ka-shing inside. He became the billionaire because that is a translation of Hong Kong spirit. So we use that as our symbol. We have that spirit. So to your city, find something can arise that kind of feelings to your member. Then when your member look at your logo, has a sense of belongings. Oh, I'm not just a logo of your island, of the shape of your country. That's everybody know, right? You can put a flag, but arise that feeling in the logo. Okay, and we have a lot of after we have the logo, we have a lot of different product produced. Because don't produce anything without a logo is a waste. Okay, we have this type of cards, and we print the manifesto at the back. What it is when we are sketching on the street, a lot of people will come by and say, "Hey, what are you doing? What group are you belong to? Oh, it's interesting." But you don't want to talk to them because you are sketching, you are disturbing. You just flip a card to the person and ask you. We are urban sketchers. And we were joking about printing something at the back of our shirts. Don't bother, sketcher at work. so we do this, So you are welcome to take this class afterwards. It's a good reference, and we give it out all the time. And every member has a stack. It's so cheap when we print it in Hong Kong. Like £10, you can get about 600 pieces in Hong Kong. So we print a lot. You give it out like everywhere. So and we have a QR code because we use Facebook as our social platform, so people can just use our QR code to link to our Facebook page. If you don't use QR code, you can still search it by name. So this is after the logo, you can create this. And also, wristband. Everybody has wristband yet? Okay, if you don't, come on, just arrive. I've been giving out for days. Okay, we have different colors. And this year, we have this wristband with additional wording, Symposium, Manchester 2016. We order it before the Parity Symposium, and I sent a pack to Madam Tia to Singapore, and Tia brought it to Brazil and spread to everyone, and they were so delighted. And after that, I got a message from, I don't remember who, asked me, "Alvin, are you pitching for the next symposium?" Because I'm giving so much, souvenir away. I said, no, it's just because, in Hong Kong, because we are so direct link with the China, these are not expensive at all, but it, like a handcuff to all the individuals. So you have the sense of belonging again. So this is my trick. So maybe you can do that. And we make banners for our Facebook group. Our administrator has a role to maintain our group, our appearance on the social media. So we keep changing the banners. This is the staff area, famous staff area of Hong Kong, and we change it up, every 2 months, one month. So we have a lot of sketches. We have a lot of contacts to do it, and different events. We keep changing it, and so people feel refreshed. So your platform won't be stale and boring to the people, come back, in 6 months' time, or, the same banner. Come on, this group is not active, but, we are very active. We just change everything every time we have a logo with our banners. We do radio show too. It's very hard to talk about sketch because sometimes I ad hoc to. I mean, I am a supporting radio, internet radio speaker for my friends. Our program is about arts, about science. So whenever he's away, he's not available, I would make that opportunity to do my own thing. I would talk about architecture, art design, and urban sketching. So more people will have a record. They can pull out from YouTube anytime they want to listen. Because on your Facebook, on your blog, it's not something, you have to read. But if something in video, if something in recording, they can listen. They can, today is in video. So other people can review it. Also, find your right platform. What platform you have available in in your city? We have everything. Besides Pinterest, we have everything. Some platform we use is not active, but we have it. Okay, because some people might want to link with you or search your existence by their familiar platform. Maybe they are not on Facebook, maybe they are not on Google, maybe they are only on Twitter, but they can find us through that platform. We only have a linkage, but what is yours? So you have to think about. And also, in China, there's a social media called WeChat, WeChat. Only Chinese people use it. And no, now a lot of people use it now.
There's a documentary about some of the British shops trying to use WeChat.
Oh, yes, and for business purpose. Yes. Because that 1.3 billion people can only have WeChat within China. So the other business people try to reach into China, they have to use WeChat. But it's not popular if you just want to communicate with them. So we have that. But why? Why we have that? Because Hong Kong is situated in a very funny location with China, and we know their language very well. We are part of it, but we're running it in a totally separate format, and we have to reach in. So Urban Sketcher Beijing, Flora Wang, is the only group within China has an Urban Sketcher group now. And I always talk to her, and I always want to help her to translate her thing into our group. And she's working very hard to translate, to relay all the information from overseas to China, to their member. So it's difficult. And a few years ago, the board asked me, why there are so many people in China, but there's no Urban Sketcher group? After I explained to the board, because China has a firewall, crazy firewall, has nothing. You have no Facebook, no blog, all kind of social media is all blocked. Only WeChat or some, very not user-friendly platform. So the people even want to reach out is very difficult. So that's the problem. But now it's getting better. Okay, registration. As I mentioned, we have to build ourselves with the local government, local entity. Beside that, if you have a group established enough, you should do a local registration with your government. We are registered with the government as a society. So we are entitled to open a bank account. It's very, very important. Be ready with a bank account. Because you don't know when are you going to use it. For example, 2 years ago, we had an exhibition in a government awesome space, and it's a museum. And they asked us to give a workshop, and they can pay us for $400 per sessions. So we give 6 sessions. So that's a lot of money. But because we did not have a bank account yet, so those money were wasted. We cannot take it as an individual because that's government policy. So be ready and have your group register with the local government, have a bank account, have your checkbook ready, so you will take money from someone one day. So you gotta have your pocket ready. And also keep things transparent. Is something you need to prepare, because people will ask you, are you registered group? Because some places, when you go to have an event, they will ask you, what society are you with? They might ask you to buy insurance for that. Are you prepared for insurance? I cannot go there and tell, okay, I'm group from Alvin, Alvin and Chipmunks. You can't do that. You cannot buy insurance for Alvin and the Chipmunks. You have to buy it from the society because the insurance company won't take it. So be prepared. Okay. Events. What type of events you guys have? I think this is very exciting, right? Every country, every city have different kind of events. For example, in Hong Kong, we have jazz event. I know some jazz singers, and if you are from Manchester, anyone from Manchester here? The center guy, Will, is from Manchester. He visited us last year, and we didn't have an event, but it happened that jazz singer on the top left asked me, Alvin, come listen to me. And I said, hey, can I come sketch you? He said, yeah, welcome. Then I bring the whole gang there, and we had so much fun. And classic car show. Every year, there's a big classic car show in Hong Kong. And I'm so proud I have a little old classic car. And I have a little classic car, so I'm a member of the classic car club. And I asked the club, can I bring my sketcher to sketch the car? Because I saw Lapan sketches. I'm sure sketcher can sketch cars, but I didn't know whether it works or not. Because the thing is, we've been sketching a lot of scenery, buildings, cities. If you suddenly sketch a car, it's like sketching a person, like a human sketch. If you screw up a line, you screw up a bumper, it looks weird. Look at that. Some are not very well, right? And people like to sketch it, really precisely if you sketch a car. But it turns out sketching a classic car is the most successful event in our group. Every year, yes, come. Oh, okay. Please, great. And let me share you some more why we think this is the most successful event. When you sketch a building, when you sketch a scenery, nobody will come out and say, hey, I'm the owner of that building. Isn't it great? I live in blah, 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 blah. No. But if you sketch car, are you done with this sketch? Can you sketch mine? Oh, my car is a 1956 Jaguar XJS. They talk to you. They're really excited to see people appreciate their baby. So that's why we stay so long. We stay until the street will clear. And we wave, bye, it was very excited. And I was so pleased because I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the Classic Car Club member was so happy to see the sketchers and jam with us. And event banners, every event we have banners, and we use our previous event sketch. Look at that up the top. Every year like this. And Lapan told me he's coming in October. I said, hey, can you come 3 weeks later? There's an event like this. You know, it would be great if he's there. And we advertise it. And we sketch other things. We sketch a museum of medical science. And also, remember in France, there was an attack. And there's a Virgil in Hong Kong in a park. We also went there to sketch as a tribute. And we do all kind of crazy events, even you didn't expect, but we go. Because we treat ourselves not like only a sketcher with pen. We use reportage. You know, we report. We use our hands like a camera to record everything instead of writing it down. So people will have a different angle to look at the story, the news. This is the sketching the umbrella movement. If you heard on the news about 2 years ago, there's a big Occupy Central in Hong Kong, and this is actually in the middle of the highway. So about 100,000 people occupy the street. So we went there to sketch the event, and we actually make a book out of it last year, and I saw a lot of them last year in the Singapore Symposium. And I remember Madam Tia came by from Singapore. Madam Tia over there. And we had dinner. Then I took Tia onto the street. And so we were standing in the middle of the highway going, it would never happen. But we also sketch on the street. So, but that event, I posted on the internet. I have a warning. Under 18 years old are not allowed. So I don't want to take care of the kids to an occupied site. I don't know what's going to happen. But you have to be prepared to take care of different type of people. Because, for example, we had a hiking sketch event before. And there was a guy, very healthy guy, but he's 85. And in the middle of the slope, he gave up. So I have to take care of him. I have to bring him down to the ground, to the level. But you have to be prepared. If you have an event going to organize, you tell them what you are going to encounter. You are going to dive in the water, then you walk 10 miles. You got to tell them so they prepare. If they are not ready, don't come. So, and also you are responsible to them if you are a leader. And also I mentioned about insurance. You don't know what kind of crazy people we run into. If they tweak the ankle, they cut, they fall, they might sue you. So in Hong Kong we don't have that problem, but I think the American does, right? The Americans sue everything. So you got to be prepared. I don't know, what you are going to encounter, but so tell them in advance what you are going to expect. That's something you should know about. Okay. Tell your sketcher what's going on. Okay. In the world, as I said, sketchers are very simple. They just come to sketch. They are not expecting to help you or to build your group together. But you have a lot of information from everywhere. What you should tell, what you can screen it, you got to tell the sketcher what's going on. Some sketchers, you'll be amazed, some sketchers are very nosy. They want to know, are you talking to that group? Are you talking to Taiwan group? Are you talking to Vietnam group? Are you going to have an event, such as we have an event, the Thailand group is going to have an event in November, 24th of November. They invite all Asians sketchers to go in. But the Thailand group only talk to me, because they don't want to complicate the whole thing. So I have to translate those information to my sketchers. Who is willing, available, who's want to come. But you have to be careful, you have to translate it. Don't hold your information, hold the information within yourself. Tell them, but what to tell, you got to decide. So very, very important. Reach out and outreach. Such as now, I'm reaching out with my new friends. And symposium is a very perfect, reach out opportunities, and also visiting artists. A lot of visiting sketcher artists will come to your city and talk to them, create an opportunity to interact. The reason why we have a crackpot, part of the reason is we cannot have all the visiting artists or sketcher participate in our official sketching event, because a sketching event on our platform, usually you have to be advanced, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before. You tell them in advance. But what if suddenly a guy come in? Oh, I'm coming in tomorrow or 3 days from now. Then you want to interact with them, but you don't want to do it alone. So my crackpots make the move, right? So we have some kind of interaction, and also I know some people working from historic buildings. One of them is a historical school, girls' school, all girls' school. I cannot make it as an official sketch event because I don't know what kind of people will go to the girls' school, because the girls' school require me to take care of the girls to sketch together. So I have to know who is coming along. Yeah, I don't want to find someone's missing, a man missing, and then he's hiding in the toilet or something. You don't want that happen. So I have to know everyone if I have, invite people to sketch in a girls' school. So the crackpots, this is some tricks I did. In the past, a lot of visiting sketchers come by to Hong Kong, like the Singapore gang, always come in and out, like their home. Jason Das, Tommy Kane, all kinds of sketches. So we have a lot of opportunities to interact, but find the right moment, perfect occasions. Why are we doing this? Why we have to outreach? Because create a bonding, and also the sketcher themselves, not the admin. Admin know everything, but the sketcher themselves will find it, okay, I have something achieved. For example, this event, the sketch swap. We had a sketch swap with the Australian group and Urban Sketcher Kuching. Liz Steele and Chantal reached out to me, and I said, hey, should we have a sketch swap? I said, yeah, perfect. And they create, not me, they create that logo. They say, that's fun, So we match. We find a matching number between two locations. We have 30 sketches, and they have 30 sketches, and then we mail our sketch to each other. And then Chantel was very good, and what it is is it on internet? Okay, enable, let me see. Okay. They post everything onto their blog because there were so many. So, and we matched it like, okay, because Allison was sent to Phillips, so they match it like this. This is my sketch to Mike. We match it like this. So it creates some fun results. But we didn't throw this out in one batch. We had it in 3 batches.
I'm sorry.
Yes?
So how did it work exactly? So you said, do a corner of the house, do a river, did you have some kind of
Yes, the theme is something about your city.
Okay. So
Yeah,
very
yeah, but it turns out a lot of Australians did the harbor, and Hong Kong has a harbor too. So a lot of sketches are very similar. This is not showing very, very well, but also we match it like this. Like Rob hardly do sketch with hand anymore. He did everything on iPad, but because of this sketch swap, he used analog again, hand and pen. So perhaps maybe we can create a platform for every group in the world. If you want to sign up for a sketch swap, I can match you. Say, okay, I have 10 guys, and then who else has 10 person, and then you can mail your postcard to each other. That creates some interaction between continents. Troubleshooting. What kind of trouble you have in your group? Anything? We have crazy people in our group. I tell you, it's just pain in the. Some people will comment on our post, on every single post, crazily, and you gotta stop him because it's annoying. So I act as a Baba Pro and I messaged him directly. I said, and also my team also did that. So hey, you can't do that. And some actually girls are feeling threat and message me and say, hey, Alvin, can you stop that guy? He's been stalking me online. You got to stop that because you're the leader of the group. The platform is yours, and that a-hole, make use of that that platform to do his own thing. So we got to stop them. And then we threat him. I said, if you continue to do that, we'll ban you permanently. And he stopped. So you got to do that. And also, in our event, some guy will come by and say, hey, Alvin, can you use my camera? I want to take a picture with that lady, that sketcher. And that sketcher, she's polite, so okay. And again, please, he keep doing that. I said, come on, we come here to sketch. We don't take pictures. So I have to stop him. And also, other thing like, there's a fake urban sketcher group. They call themselves Hong Kong Urban Sketchers. You heard about that story, right? And we at first we were politely asked her, hey, you shouldn't use the word urban sketcher. You have to be urban sketcher group. And Hong Kong already have an urban sketcher Hong Kong. You are welcome to join us. She ignored us. And then it's a meetup group. Then we continue, but she has a page too. She has a page on Facebook called Hong Kong Urban Sketcher, and it makes up our group. And some sketcher from overseas actually contact that group, thought they were us. And how come there were only 5 people in the group or something, So they were amazed, and they messaged that group, and no response from that group. So we have to stop that. So at the end, I actually I pretend I'm a lawyer. I wrote a, very, very strong letter to meet up. I said, if you don't do anything, I will sue you or something. So they kind of pull them out from that thing. Education, yearly report. We have all kind of yearly reports available on our Facebook. You see the files under our Facebook. Under file, I welcome everyone to make use of my information. I have all kind of Q&A in your notes at the last page. There are a lot of Q&A because we like to educate our sketches. What type of sketch is appropriate? What type of sketches are not good? So beside this, it's very interesting because this list keeps adding on and on and on. And if you, I have the full list till last week. Pin it on the notes, and you can make use of this information onto your group. Okay, and if you find it interesting, you can message me. I can add more at the end, because such as always people will ask, can I make my sketch at home? Can I copy it from a photo or something? Can I color it at home? Can I sketch my pad? Can I sketch my coffee? You have to have an answer. You look at it by Q&A. And have everyone seen this? Yeah. Gary's draw it and I make it as an animation. I think it's very straightforward. It's easy to understand. And this is a direct translation from our manifesto to what we should do. And I think I found it very, very useful. So I asked Gary, I said, okay, let's make it as an animation. So this is on YouTube channel, Urban Sketcher YouTube channel. So if you find it useful, you copy the URL onto your platform so people will understand that. Okay, any question? Any questions? Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not there to say my word is official from Urban Sketchers. I'm just giving a lecture of my experience, and I hope you guys find it useful. But all the information I share today, you can use it. You can use it because it's not my own, or not the Urban Sketcher Hong Kong thing. It's an Urban Sketcher, it's a society, and every group should establish their own rules slightly different to to suit your culture. For example, like I just talked to some people that the show and tell thing in some city is not working. Every sketching event at the end we have the show and tell. In Hong Kong, people are desperately want to learn, what that media is, what that sketch is starting from, like starting the sky first or starting the sea first, They want to listen, but some city, those sketches are very, enclosed. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to share their information. It's my thing. I don't want to share my technique. But some people are very open. So you have to be careful on that thing. But like the practice, the manifesto we translate, is it totally adaptable in your group? You'd have to decide. But the Q&A, I think maybe 85–90% is correct to your group. For example, I always get debate. One of the key questions was, how long should the urban sketch last? Is it 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? And to myself, I think 2 hours is about right, 2.5 maybe. But when I say maybe 2.5, 3 hours, and I got complaints. Oh, I like to go back to that spot over and over again, and then I finish the sketch in a week. Is that correct? Of course, that's correct. But is it correct to me? I don't do that. But it's not, golden rule. So you got to decide, what elements you should pull out from what I have. So every city has their unique, culture and situation. So. And besides, I don't want to go into too deep. Under the files of my Urban Sketchers Facebook, there are a lot of different information. I highly encourage you to go into see what useful thing you can pull out. For example, the copyright thing. A lot of sketchers are so they ignorant, naive. They just give out sketches, and when people took your sketch, you don't know what they are doing with that. Some people will make copies, make use your sketch onto their products, and because the sketcher don't know their rights, so we even educate them with our words and our warning. You should protect your own copyright. Don't give out anything too easily with a standard agreement. We also support them with standard agreements. Those are some legal things on the side. We support our sketches. So now we have the group are so well-rounded. Whenever there's something come up, they will talk to me, talk to our administrators, and that's the family does to every members. And I hope you can make use of my experience and my Hong Kong experience